Hunt 'em Big with Steve Bartilla. Brought to you by
I'm standing out in the middle of a cereal rye plot that was put in last fall. The reason I'm standing out in this cereal rye plot is because we're going to talk everything clover today. It will make sense by the time I get done with it. But let's back up first and talk clover generally. Clover is an outstanding planting for anybody who wants to pump a whole bunch of deer food. Specifically, what I'm using here is Antler King's Trophy Clover. In this case, all I did was I went ahead and planted their fall, winter, spring, which is a cereal rye, last fall. Now I plant this stuff thick. I end up going, about 150 pounds per acre, all right? Because I want all the properties this stuff gives me. This is an outstanding soil builder. It goes ahead and gives off its own herbicide to keep weed competition down. It mines nutrients because it's got such an impressive root system. It mines nutrients from way the heck down in the ground, way too far below the surface for regular plantings to have access to. It brings up, saving our fertility costs, on and on and on. But frankly, in this case, what it is absolutely outstandingly awesome for is I will go ahead and do nothing more than put in a fall, winter, spring cereal rye plotted about 150 pounds per acre in the fall. Awesome planting because it goes ahead and kicks 15% protein. It goes dormant when the ground's frozen. It does not die. So the second that ground thaws, it pops back to life, all that good stuff. And it is a deer saver in the northern states and regions when it comes to spring, because it is by far the first thing to green up way before everything else, pumping over 15% protein. And it is absolutely ideal for top seeding, frost seeding clover into it over the winter. So I went ahead and planted this in September. Then in January, February, around there, I had my assistant come out here and top seed it with 125% the suggested seeding rate of Antler King's Trophy Clover. As you can see, this stuff is coming up just gangbusters. And now what I'll do is I'll wait until about, a month before season, come in here and mow this off and just release an explosion of fresh clover growth. Now, the whole reason I want to mow this off is for the clover, as well as I want to access these seeds. These are viable cereal rye seeds. When they get mowed, they'll be flying all over the darn place. And it will go ahead and reseed a little cereal rye into my clover as well. Clover is a humongous workforce, especially for your absentee landowner. It takes very little maintenance, frankly. Mow it before fawning. Mow it about 2 weeks, 3 weeks before season starts again. That'll take care of your broadleaves. And then at that second mowing, top dress it with a little potassium. Okay, that is the only fertility these things really need. They go ahead and they create their own nitrogen. They're a robust planting that really thrives in most anywhere you can go ahead and grow deer food. Here's a dirty little secret. I will be able to keep this going as many years as I want. I know they talk about length of clover plots. Here's how you can cheat it so I can get as many years out of this clover as I want. First, do the mowings as already described. Mow it once early before fawn drop, and then once a couple weeks before season starts. You do that to get rid of the broadleaves. I'll go ahead and spray once during the year, during the summer, for grasses, to keep the grasses down. Okay. Then all I do is each winter, I'll come in and top seed at about 50% the suggested seeding rate. I'll frost seed that in here. Do that, you can get clover to last you for as long as you're willing to do this type of stuff. Clover is a tremendously powerful deer planting, particularly for the absentee landowner. Final thoughts, brought to you by Huntworth. Clover is an extremely powerful planting for virtually everyone who's interested in rising the nutritional plane on their property for whitetails. It's great for deer, it's great for turkeys, and it is so easy. It produces mass tonnages of high protein food source with very little effort. In this case, all it was a frost seeding, 2 mowings a year, 1 spraying with an application of potassium along with that second mowing. It really is just that effective.